Mr. Anchía, for purpose.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, will the gentleman yield for some questions?
The gentleman
Yes.
yields for questions. He yields.
Thank you. There was one thing that we didn't get to talk about earlier, and it's something that's near and dear to my heart. And I know on a bipartisan basis, most, if not all, the members on this floor, and those are retired teachers. My mom, after she emigrated from Mexico, became a bilingual ed and ESL teacher and had a 35-year career in public schools. And our committee, the Pensions, Investments, and Financial Services Committee, along with Vice Chair Parker and all the members, we unanimously passed out both a 13th check and a COLA increase for retired teachers. I know we weren't able to get that done in this budget, but I want to give Susie Hager and all of the retired teachers in the district that I represent some hope that we're going to be able to return to this issue in the fall when we get some federal funds in, because now that TRS is actuarially sound, we as a legislature can actually provide a COLA or provide a 13th check at our discretion. And I wanted to get your thoughts on that, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, I really appreciate that question. Our retired teachers and our active teachers are so critical, and I really enjoy back home when I can actually stand up in front of a group and name every teacher that I had from kindergarten through 8th grade, and most of them in high school. And that's the impact that they make on children's lives. And we are fully committed to our retired teachers and to our current teachers who will become retired teachers someday. You may recall that the pension was in not a very good place 2 years ago, and we made a huge financial commitment to increase the ongoing funding into that pension, and this budget continues to do that. So as a percent of the payroll, we are moving from 7.5% to 7.75% in fiscal year 22, and then up to 8% in fiscal year 2023. This will represent over $5 billion going into the TRS pension. And as that pension becomes more fiscally sound, we will be able to look at doing a COLA, which I very much want to be able to provide to our teachers. Whether or not we do a 13th check or something of that nature, possibly in the special session that we're going to have in the fall, it is an option. I can't say that definitively, but I can tell you there has been a lot of interest and a lot of energy in possibly doing that. A COLA would be more long-term and something that I think we'd probably look at doing potentially in the next session as the pension fund becomes even stronger. I'd also like to point out we have about $900 million in the budget, which is an increase of roughly $40 million that maintains their insurance premiums and benefits, so that there's not been any decrease to their benefits or increase in the premiums for our retired teachers through TRS care.
Thank you for that answer. I just want to brag on Dr. Rogers, who I know continues to work on a bipartisan basis in all corners of this floor to get a 13th check for our teachers. So I would just like to offer sort of my aspirational support for doing something in the special session, and thank you for answering my questions.
Absolutely.